Hello friends, you welcome to my complete Java course. In today's video lectures, we are going to start OOPS concept in Java. In this section, we will learn complete things about the OOPS concept. What is the OOPS concept? What is the OOPS principle? Which concept comes in the OOPS? And we will learn in-depth knowledge about the OOPS concept one by one. So this is the first video on the OOPS concept. So let's start. So first we understand what is the class and object in Java. So what is a class? If we give a definition of a class, then we will give a class is a blueprint, or we can say it is a user defined data type in which we can specify member functions and declare member variables. These variables in Java are known as instances of classes, which actually are the objects. Syntax for the class is class modifier, which can be public, protected, private, and default. Then a keyword class, then the name of the class, then start the curly braces, then you define a field which can be a variable, then you can define a method. So this is the syntax for the class. So basically, if we take a real-time example of a class, suppose you have a original mark sheet. You have your original mark sheet. So that is the class, or that is the blueprint for the photocopies. You can create n number of photocopies from that original mark sheet. So the photocopies is called the object, and the original copy of the mark sheet is called the class. So in the same way, if you have a model for a car, so based on that model, you can create n number of cars. So the cars is the object and the model of the car is the class. The components of the Java class declaration are: number one, class modifiers. We can access Java class using public, private, protected, and default modifiers. Number two, class name. The class name in Java should begin with a capital letter without any space. Number three, superclass. The name of the parent of the class is superclass and its child is the subclass. It should be preceded by the extends keywords. A class can only extend to one parent. So what is the parent class and child class? This concept will be clear in the inheritance. Till now you just understand superclass means the parent, and the child class subclass means child. Like if you say animal, so animal is the parent class. If you say dog, so dog comes in the category of the animal. So dog is called the child class or subclass. Next point is body of a class. The body of a Java class is in the curly braces. Now we talk about the what is object. Object is an instance of a class. Syntax of the object: we can create the object by using the class name, then we define a reference variable, and we use equal sign and new keyword, then the class name with the parenthesis. So this is called, from here to here, class name and parenthesis is called the constructor. What is the constructor? We learned in the constructor lecture. Uh, okay, so the component of the Java class declares. Okay, now I would like to explain what is the class and what is the object with the help of this diagram. So if you say class name dog, dog is a class, and what is the instance variable means what is the property of that dog is breed, means it can be eat, what is the size, what is the age, and what is the color. That is the properties or instance variable of the class. Now the eat, sleep, sit, and run, this is the methods of a class, means a dog can eat, it will sleep, it will sit, it can be run or it will run. So this is the functionality of the dog. So the functionality is called the method, and the fields is called the properties. So a dog class has many objects. It means it can be a object 1 means dog 1 variety, dog 2 variety, and dog 3 variety. So we can create multiple object of one class. So this is the object 1, or we say dog 1. It has a property, breed, size, age, and color, but it has a variable name is the same or property name is the same, but it is in quantity is different. Like size, it can be large, age 5 years, color can be changed, okay, and breed can be changed. In the second object, it also has its own property, and object 3 it also has its own property. So every object of a class has its own property. Okay, now I hope you understand we can create multiple object of a class. So dog is a class, and different type of variety of the dogs is called the object of a dog class. Now we will talk about what is superclass and what is subclass or parent and child class. Class. A class, if we give the definition for a class, then we will give a class. A class is a group of objects which have common properties. It is a template or blueprint from which objects are created. Subclass or child class. Subclass is a class which inherits the other class. It is also called a derived class, extended class, or child class. Suppose you have a father. So you inherit some properties from your parents, like your eyes color can be matched from your parents father, your hair color can be matched from your father, your skin color can be matched from your father. So what are you doing? You are inheriting the property from your superclass. Next is superclass or parent class. Superclass is the class from where a subclass inherits the features. It is also called a base class or a parent class. The extends keyword indicates that you are making a new class that derives from an existing class. The meaning of extend is to increase the functionality. So for making a class a parents class, you need to use the extends keywords like this: class, subclass name, then extends, then superclass name, then methods and fields. So now we will see an example of parent and child class. So if we say class vehicle, and we have defined a property which type is protected string brand. Ford. This is vehicle attribute or vehicle class attribute, and we define a one method honk, vehicle method. Now vehicle is a parent class for a car class. So class car extends vehicle. So this is the syntax for extending the features of parent class. You need to use the extends keywords, then the parent class name. So the you now you can extend the features of the parent class, and you can define your own property. Like in the car class you can define your own property model name. Okay, so this is a car attribute. Now this brand and honk method is available in the car class. Now you create a car class object and call the honk method from the vehicle class on the my car object. So you create a my car object. My car is the subclass of the vehicle class. So you can call the honk method from by using the my car object. How is it possible? You are calling the honk method of parent class by using the child class object, just only because of car class is inheriting all the properties and function from the parents class. So now this honk and brand method is available in the car class. That is why you are able to call the honk method. Now display the value of the brand attribute from the vehicle class and the value of the model name from the car class. You can call the brand name, which is the property of the parent class, but here you are calling by the name of by the reference object of the car class, just because the all the properties is inherit from the parent class. That is why it is possible that you can call the parent class property by using the child class object. So let's I do uh, this example with the practically to you. So you can see here I have created a vehicle class and give the property brand name and the method honk, and create a child class car extending with the vehicle class. So these two properties, the brand property and the method, is inherent in the car class. So with the help of car class object, I am calling the honk method as well as the property of the parent class, which is a brand property, and I also calling the property of the child class. So if I run this, I will get the result. This is the method output, which is this one, 22, and Ford is the property name of the vehicle class, and Mustang is the property name of the child class. So friends, thank you for watching this video lecture. In this video lecture we learned what is the class and what is the object, what is the parent class, what is the child class. So thank you for watching this video lecture, and watch my next video lecture for learning new things in Java.